Sorry guys, my camera is still adjusting. I don't know, I messed it up. But something that I would normally not do, I did today. And there's a reason, right? So it's not. What is going on with the camera? Hello? Okay, so typically I don't do this because doing so is. It's not necessarily against my rules, but it's not like I wouldn't like to do it normally. But I did do it today because this is one of those trades where if you don't take this, you actually might be a donut. Like I I mean, this is one of those things where it's like rules are there, but they're also there to like you know, you don't want to be obsessed over them, right? If I see something like this where I know I'm not like if I don't take this, I'm going to be a donut. I'm going to take this. So yeah, I did take this. And so I am targeting this LRLR. Stops at break even. But yeah, this is just one of those trades where like, you know, like I normally wouldn't do a trade like ever. Like I'm really trying not to trade before market open, but this is just one of those trades where you you really are a donut if you don't take that trade, right? We sweep out the low, and now that I showed everything, it's gonna go back down. That should have hit TP though. That's the thing. All right. Anyway. Yeah, I could just close it. No, I'll just let it be. Okay, like I said. This is just one of those trades where it's like, you gotta take this.
Order filled.
All
Order
right.
filled.
Boom, there we go. I have no idea if like that was like how much that made or anything because my P&L is off, but that's just one of those trades, you know, if you don't take it, you're a donut, and I know I'm really trying not to trade before market open, but it's like a strong advisory within my rules to be not trading before market open, but like if I see something like this, I'm going to take that. I mean, come on. This is like one of those trades where it's like you don't take this, you're a donut. So yeah, I don't really regret it. Also, another thing, I am not going to I'm not going to be looking at the viewer count anymore for how many people are watching the streams because I've just realized every single time I look, it messes with my head. Like every single time I look at the viewer count to see how many people are watching, like I instantly start to go like I start to shake. Like not shake, but I get nervous, right? And it shouldn't matter if I have 100 people, 10 people, 5 people, or 1 person watching. I should be basically doing the exact same thing the entire time. Anyway, this is one of those trades where, like, you know that this is probably the trade of the day, and if you don't take it, you're going to be mad at yourself. That's why I took it. Not because I was breaking my rules, but because I know from intuition that this is going to be one of the trades of the day. If I don't take this, I'm a donut. Like that is like A+ right there. That's beautiful. I mean, look at how good this generated liquidity is. Sometimes you just have to make the best decision you can. And that's what I did. So anyway, now that we ran this LRLR, I have no idea if we're going to keep going or not. I do think we're going to go run up to this LRLR. But let's talk about my plans for the day and what we got going on. So, now normally I'm going to do a 10-minute break, 10-minute walk starting from now today on. After every single one of my trades, I'm going to do a 10-minute walk. But since this one was off stream, I'm just going to kind of talk about market and market open. So, okay. Let's jump into things. So, starting out with the highest time frame. Actually, I'll just show you my screenshots from my private journal. I've been meaning to put these in the public one, but I don't know. Like I just forget sometimes because I don't know. Some of the stuff I just want it to be private. But okay. First, higher time frame, right? We swept out all those lows over there, and now we have this really nice consolidation that the market is, in my opinion, probably going to want to run through. So starting off on the higher time frame, I think we're going to aggressively displace probably through this consolidation because this is a giant liquidity pool. And then we have previous year's high up there as well. On the intermediate time frame, we tapped this daily fair value gap, and now we've pushed back higher, got the 1 hour change state delivery. This is a nice accumulation range. So once again, with higher time frame liquidity here and this accumulation range here, I could see us driving up through this. Now we'll just have to see what happens. Lower time frame, I marked this out as a possibility where we dump down into the 1 hour BPR, get this inversion back up, and yeah, that's exactly what happened. So that's pretty cool. You can see the 1 hour BPR is right here, and I was saying like this could be a possible area to expect the reversal, and you can see that's exactly what happened. So yeah, once again, this is one of those trades where like we just filled the BPR, we got the 2-minute inversion. This is one of those trades where if I don't take this, I'm a donut. So I took this because I know from screen time that this is gonna work, and if I don't take it, I'm actually missing the trade of the day. Like that's just something that like you have to know from screen time. Like I would not have normally taken that trade because it's pre-market, but this is something where I know from screen time that if I don't take this, I'm actually a donut because look at how obvious this is. Inversion and then really good liquidity here, right? It's just one of those trades where you know you're a donut if you don't take it. So anyway, 1 hour BPR, inversion to go run the liquidity. And the main thing is always, would I regret taking this trade? Or would, if I was reviewing the trade after, would I have any regrets? Or would I approve of this trade after in my journal? Would I approve of this trade post-trade? If the answer is yes, you are good. That is literally as complicated as you need to make it. Would I review of this trade, or would I approve of this trade in my journal after I took it? If the answer is yes, you are good. It's literally that simple. So anyway, I might actually go on a walk for just like a bit because, you know, I should at least get a 5-minute cool down in. But yeah, this was a pretty sweet trade in my opinion. So yeah, here's that 1 hour BPR. I mean, price action was just really clean. If you can't just pass up on price action when it's moving like this, you know? You just have to be able to make your decisions and be thoughtful. So I'll try and be done for the day, but we'll just have to see. If we do get something like really good, I'll consider probably maybe taking another 1-to-1 or something. But like, I'm really not. Now that we got this, I'm pretty content, to be honest. And this is just like these are the trades you need to just wait for. It's hard to. We still have this generated liquidity up here. So price action is super smooth today. I don't know what happened. It had a great awakening since last week because, dude, this is like really nice price action. Wow. So yeah, if we did get something else, I would consider it. But once again, I'm trying to be risk averse now because I did just take that and that was a win. So that, like, I'm just trying to be risk averse here. Like this is where like preserving capital is the main thing. Like you always gotta just focus on that. That's number one. All right, I'm gonna go on a walk since I just took that 1-to-1 here. That was nice. I mean, price action is really nice here. But once again, I'm always trying to stay humble because the market, if you don't stay humble, the market will humble you. So, anyway, like that was a relatively simple trade, and those are the trades you want to be able to catch. That's what I mean when I say the winning trades will do the work for themselves. Your job is to prevent the losing trades by not taking them. But the winning trades, they'll do the work for you. And this clearly was like really obvious. Like this was a good trade. So, okay, I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, so you have to understand, like, well, I'm not trying to act like I know everything. I don't, but this is a giant higher time frame for value gap, right? So, like, if I go to the 15-minute, like, this was just a 15-minute for value gap. So why did price dump here? Because this is an external gap. Even though we have good liquidity up here, we have this as an external 15-minute gap. So should we go through it right away? Not necessarily, right? It's a 15-minute external gap. So, yeah. You can see we held that. And then this is a possible flow state trade where 15-minute fair value gap, right? Now I'm not taking flow state right now, but I'm just showing you how this would work as a flow state. 15-minute fair value gap, external sweep. And then, yeah, here's a 15-minute for value gap. For value gap, and then what happens, right? 1 minute change state delivery, so you can enter on the close, right? I'm just showing you how I would have framed this as a flow state, right? And I wonder if there was SMT too. Oh, yep, there was. That's crazy. I think we just got market open. This was nice. But once again, I'm not taking flow state right now, but I'm just saying. And you can see how probably went to the second standard deviation, if I had to guess. Whoops. Yep, went right to the second standard. Actually, went to the third standard deviation. And so we're probably going to go to the fourth standard deviation too. But yeah, this would be a good Flow State trade to take if you were trading Flow State. I mean, this is like really clean. Price action super clean today. This is like hardly ever happens. This is amazing. So anyway, you could take it like this. So let's go ahead and mark this out in the in my journal or in my notes for Flow State. Okay, here we go. Let's go find my notes. So today is 5/27. It's Tuesday. Yeah, I'm gonna honestly really try not to take another trade today because, you know, it's just nice to have a winning day, so. Okay, what is this? Okay. Flow State, close. $15-minute, 1 minute. And I think it was, oh, what time was that? 9:25. Let's go. I'm getting better at marking these. All right. Cool. So yeah, here is my executions on that. This is pretty cool. Pretty good trade. This inversion to go run this. And so now I think we are at the 4th standard deviation. Like I said, we'd probably go to. Let's see how we went there. Right to the 4th standard deviation. Boom. Can't get more perfect than that. So yeah. So we'll make a part 2 to this to show how you could have targeted the 4th standard deviation. Okay, part 2. And once again, I'm no longer looking at my phone to see how many people are watching because on Saturday when there were 13 people watching, that was crazy. That was actually so crazy. So no, I'm not looking at that anymore. But yeah, this was wow. That was nice. Okay, screenshot time for this. Number 2. Okay, 9:25, Flow State close. $15-minute, 1 minute. Number 2. Yeah, I'm really gonna try not to take another trade because there's really no reason to. But we'll see. So yeah, nothing really obvious right now. Now I think we're just kind of going a little extra on this flow state. Yeah, because to be honest, I do think the higher time frame is bullish. And I think there's that giant consolidation on the higher time frame. We also, you may or may not have noticed this, but we have SMT with this low here on the S&P. See how this made a low and a lower low, and this made a low and a higher low. So we have this giant bullish SMT. It's possible we need to dip into this BPR. It's something we'll definitely consider, but it's also possible we don't need to. Right? But it's looking more and more likely that we will. So here's kind of where the market could go. Now, once again, we had SMT, we sweep out this low here, and we inverse this fair value gap here. This tells me, I mean, this seems extremely bullish. I bet you we're gonna go run to the consolidation highs. See this consolidation here. So now it's just a matter of when are we gonna return back higher, in my opinion. So yeah, 4-hour inverse fair value gap here. So this kind of seems like the Judas swing. There might have been actually an inversion to the downside you could have taken. Nah, there's nothing obvious. Nothing I would have taken. Unless it was on the 32nd. No, there's nothing. Like, there's nothing in here. That's IVG. At least I don't think so. Could be wrong. I'm not seeing anything, though. It's nothing lipo, that's for sure. So, I mean, yeah, this inverse, but this, I would not take that. So, anyway. And yeah, once again, you don't take inversions like this when you're in an extreme downtrend. You just don't do that. So, but man, I do think this is pretty good liquidity. I think we will come back here. I just don't know when. But this is a good liquidity pool. And now we've kind of left this as a liquidity void. So yeah, I think we'll come back here. I just don't know when. Once again, I think maybe we need to push down and run back into this BPR here. It's possible. This is a 2-hour inverse fair value gap. It's also possible that we don't need to go any lower and we continue higher from here. So, you know what? We'll consider all of our options. Now, this is also a 1-hour BPR, right? So we could possibly frame this as a flow state to the 5-minute, right? Where you have, yeah, here you go. 1-hour BPR. 1-hour BPR. And did we get S&T at all with this high? So 1 hour BPR. And now here's the obvious 5-minute change to delivery, right here. And here's your inducement. So there's inducement. And so let's measure out standard deviations. Let's project these out here. Boom to boom. You can see we went right to the 2. I'm guessing we'll probably go to the 4, to the 4.25. That's my guess, just because of liquidity, right? We still have a ton of lows over here. So we could probably go down to this 4 to 4.25 and tap into this BPR we have down here. So that's something to consider. Now, once again, like, am I probably taking any trades now that I already took a trade? No, probably not. But, you know, if there's something LiPo, I won't pass it up necessarily, but we're just price watchers. We're not even traders. We're just watching price, and we are just here. And if the market calls our name, then we take the trade. If the market doesn't, we don't take the trade. I mean, we're just watching price. That's all it is. So now, yeah, once again, like here's your 5-minute CISD, and you can see this was pretty clearly inducement above these highs here, right? Yeah, there's the 5-minute CISD. Here's the 1 hour BPR. Yeah, there's inducement. That's crazy though. That's actually crazy. My guess is we'll continue down to the 4th standard deviation. I think we got more liquidity to run down here. I mean, look at this giant consolidation. If I measure this out, whew, yeah, we get quite a bit more liquidity down here. And I mean, there's just more and more over here. I think we'll go run through this. I mean, yeah, if we did get a trade in the 10 a.m. macro to go down there, it's possible we could take something. Here's a 5-minute fair value gap, right? We're watching this. Now, I don't want to force anything. I'm trying to be thoughtful. So, yeah, not forcing anything. I'm not going to take anything unless it's obvious. And right now, nothing I'm seeing that I love besides the one trade I took already. So, just being thoughtful. But once again, look how beautiful that is here. Dude, I do not think we're going to go back up yet. I think we got to come down to this. I think we got to come down to this. So here's that 5-minute for value gap. So I'm curious, we could maybe flame a flow state off of this. Just for fun. I'm not actually taking flow state right now, but just for fun, right? Alright, I'm going to get rid of everything because This always happens when I take a win. I like feel like I'm like king of the world, but nah, dude. I gotta stay humble. I don't know. Like I'm still, I'm still just learning. I'm still just trying to get better. You know, I'm only trying to take the obvious trades. I'm just learning, just trying to get better. So yeah. Okay, now possibly inversing this. I'm not necessarily convinced we're gonna go back up yet though, because it just seems like there's more liquidity down here than there is up here right now. It seems more like this is sell side of the curve right now. So with that in mind, this is a breaker. What bearish PD raise do we have? This is an order block right here. So this is a 15-minute order block. Let's just not do anything right now. Let's just trade inversions. No more doing that stuff right now. We're just trading inversions. I just gotta stick to inversions right now, because I guess what, I want to be profitable. So, yep. So we inverse this. So this is nice. Once again though, I don't know. It's just like, I wouldn't take it because I just trying to be thoughtful, but you could take it, right? I don't know. Not a super big fan because I think the market might be bearish right now. Could be wrong. I mean, this is a giant consolidation, but the market might be ready to go back up because the higher time frame is bullish right now. And this is the 1 hour change state delivery right here. Alright, I'm done speculating. Let's just get back on the lower time frame and watch price. No more random speculation. Let's just watch price and execute. So right now, my favorite liquidity pool is this liquidity pool. My favorite one. So I don't know when we'll go here, but eventually we will. So this, honestly, it's kind of looking like a textbook Judas swing, but you know what? I'm not convinced of anything yet right now. I'm just trying to be thoughtful. Because once again, like, there's a giant consolidation below us here. So it's always possible we don't, but we could go higher. You never know. Low, lower low, low, lower low, low, higher low. Okay, I'm not seeing SMT. If anything, we got bearish SMT right now. How about with YM? Yeah, I'm not convinced right now of anything. Just watching. You know what? We gotta stop trying to predict, because this isn't a game of prediction, right? This isn't a game of prediction. This is a game of reaction. You just react to what the market shows you, and you act. You don't predict. So once again, we still have this SMT right here. I don't think we got a bullish SMT that I can tell. I mean, oh, maybe. Oh, as we got SMT with YM, not sure how much I weigh that, honestly, but I guess we did. What will be obvious is if we ended up like pushing higher, coming back down a little bit, and then like in this price leg right here, if we got an inversion in here, that would be a high probability inversion. But once again, like, I'm not convinced that's gonna happen. I'm just trying to play both sides and watch the market. I'm not trying to predict right now. So let's just be patient and watch. One hour BPR right here. Market tapped into that. Higher time frame is bullish, so we always want to keep that in mind. So no 5-minute CASD. How about, was there a 15-minute? 15-minute. Yeah, it's kind of looking like we might expand up here, possibly. Here's your fair value gap and discount, right? Okay. So there you can see that's discount tap. So now we're pushing higher. Okay, now I'm starting to get on this idea that we're going to go take this LRLR back. But once again, like, nothing obvious that I'm seeing for a trade, so then we don't do anything. And I'm not taking this inversion. I don't care. I don't want to take that. It's just not obvious. Right? It's not obvious. It's not obvious at all. Yeah, I think this might be buy side of the curve going up to go run this. This is really good LRLR here. I think the market might want to go for that. Once again, this was a 1 hour BPR, and we did tap into most of this consolidation here, so higher time frame is bullish. So we might want to go higher. Honestly, yeah, that's kind of what it looks like is going on right now. 1 hour BPR. Here we could get 5-minute change state delivery. So this is probably going to inverse, which is also probably going to make a change state delivery. So this is probably going to be a 5-minute change state delivery. I think I'm not going to do anything. But if there's a lower time frame entry within this, then maybe. So let's measure this out. This is possible manipulation leg. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that would honestly make sense. Now this is not bad, but I don't. I don't know. It's pretty good. I just don't know if it's worth taking. Pretty good. We got good liquidity. Only thing is, it's just what kind of RR is this? Just doesn't make sense. See, I think that's why I'm not gonna take it, because RR just isn't there for me. RR is just not here for me. We'll probably inverse it though, and we'll probably get the change state delivery as well. But yeah, RR is not here for me. I'm gonna say no to this one. Just because, yeah, RR is not there. And yeah. Alright. Higher time frame is bullish, so I'm keeping that in mind. This is 10 a.m. I think we're gonna seek to take this LRLR at 10 a.m. Could be wrong, but I think that's like kind of like the main draw on liquidity right now. This is LRLR here. This is a good liquidity pool. Yeah, like I thought. Yeah. Like I said, I don't really care. I already got my trade. 10-minute might have inversed. Interesting. So you could have taken the 10-minute. But then again, the 5-minute didn't. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe not. Okay. Yeah, like I said, if nothing's obvious, I'm not doing anything. I mean, I just know from screen time that, like, if we do inverse this, we're probably going to deliver really aggressively higher. But it's not like a trade I would really like to take. And this isn't something that I would take. But, I mean, I know it's going to work is the thing. And you can go break even at the LRLR. Yeah. Not like trying to take trades I don't want to take. But yeah, this is 15 minutes going to inverse. Oh, whoops. This is where discipline comes in because I'm not seeing anything right now, so I'm just being patient. Discipline. We're totally gonna go run this. Like 100% chance we do. But what am I supposed to do about that? So it's kind of feeling like... Like, I know we're gonna run this. I'm just wondering, like... Are we gonna run it now? Or are we gonna come down, tap the 5-minute change state delivery, and then run it? I'm not sure. We did get SMT with YM here. Oh, my laptop is gonna die. So here's the SMT with YM. Here's the 1 hour BPR. So here's 5-minute change state delivery. Yeah, we're almost certainly gonna just explode. like I said, I'm really gonna try not to take anything because I'm already content. So yeah, like I said, almost certainly we're gonna go run this. It's just a matter of when. You remember all the way down here I said we are gonna come back here, it's just a matter of when, and you can see that we did come back here. This was just too good for the market to pass up. The market knew it wanted to come back there. Yeah, this is a really obvious SMT with YM. That's why it probably worked so well, because of how obvious it was. I mean, it's really hard to miss this. I mean, boom, 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 boom. Like, that's a pretty obvious SMT with YM. And I noticed the obvious SMTs with YM work a little better. So here's a 5-minute CSD. Boom. Alright, yeah, we're definitely going to run through this. But, yep, I already took my trade, so I'm pretty good. It's like, what trades could you have taken within this, right? Like, is there anything? I mean, I will admit, I do like this 2-minute inversion. It's just like, nah, there's really nothing wrong with this 2-minute inversion. I should not have been so against it, I should say. I should have been more open to this, because this is pretty nice. The way you could do this is you could go enter, and then, see, the thing is, the target is the LRLR. So your RR, like, I'm trying not to go over 2 RR, so your RR would be really good, but maybe I could take it differently to have less RR, because I'm trying to not go for super high RR trades right now. How could you have taken a trade within here, guys? I mean, I know we had the 2022 model right here. I'm aware of that. I saw that. 2022 for value gap. Really obvious. We had displacement, so this was really good 2022 for value gap. But, like, where could I have taken a trade, you know? If there was any opportunity. I'm not sure. Not sure at all. I think we played it right. I didn't see anything. I mean, the only thing was a 10-minute inversion right here. Which, if you like taking 10-minute trades, it's light bulb, but it's hard on the odd time frames. Sometimes you take trades on odd time frames and you, like, kind of regret it. But, you know, this did end up working. So this 10-minute IPG ended up being solid. I'll just have to keep my eye out for, you know, in the future, whether these 10-minute inversions actually work or not. But this one was solid. So just keeping my eye out. You never know. If it trades good on the 10-minute, and I consistently see the 10-minute working, then maybe I will take a trade on the 10-minute. But like once again, I'm not totally trying to take trades on the 10-minute right now. But this was a possibility. Okay. Yeah, we're delivering right through, just like we thought. Right on schedule. So yeah, we should be arriving here shortly. And then again, like, you know, if we got SMT, I'd argue we're probably not gonna get SMT in reverse, but you know, we always could. I just think higher time frame is bullish, so it just contextually doesn't make sense that we would do that, but you know, you never know, right? Alright, there we go. LRLR getting taken. So now we could end up tapping this. We'll just have to see what happens here. If I was to take anything, I'd really want to see like pretty good generated liquidity, and then inversion, and then boom. I want to see us generate for a while. Ugh. Nothing really going on now. Now that we ran the target, that was the target, so not much to see here now. Then again, we'll probably continue to expand through this because this is good liquidity and higher time frames bullish, but there's just nothing obvious right now, so we just chill. We chill. And we chill. Oh, hey, I forgot something. I'll be right back. But yeah, like I said, expansion through this seems pretty reasonable. Like, I almost just want to just, like, get off the charts and call it a day, but as per my rules, I should be watching the charts until 11:10. So we will. We will just show up and do our job and watch the charts. It's kind of boring, though. But it is what it is. I mean, it's literally just like a job. Like, you gotta show up, and you gotta watch charts, and then when you're done, you leave. You know? But I don't think there was anything obvious within this price league besides the 10-minute, and I'm not really interested in taking that. So, I don't think there's anything we really missed out on. I think we caught the trade of the day with this 3-minute inversion here. Like, a 2-minute inversion. I liked it. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything. There were a couple flow states, right? This was probably a 15-minute, 1-minute flow state here. This was a 15-minute, 1-minute flow state here. So both of these were flow states, but no inversions. And, that's okay. We'll talk about everything in the market recap, but as always, if I don't see anything that I personally love, then I'm not going to take anything. It's just that simple. But I do think we are now expanding up to these standard deviations. This is going to be rocket fuel right here. These guys are going to be rocket fuel to extend the market to here and here because they're going to buy back for a loss up here and here. And the market is expanding higher on the higher time frame. It's giant consolidation. So yeah, there wasn't anything like all throughout here. This is where you really had to be patient because there really wasn't anything. And yeah, exactly. Like if you don't see, like I was saying, there's really no inversions all through here. I did take this 2-minute inversion because this is one of those trades where if you don't take this was, I know it was before market open, but sometimes you got to make special exceptions when it looks like this because I know if I didn't take this, this would probably be the trade of the day, and I'd be actually really upset. So I did take this. It was like 1.2 to 1, and yeah, basically now I'm done for the day, but I didn't see much through here. We did inverse this 2-minute, but it's like not a huge fan of it because it's just not super obvious we're going to go run liquidity. So I personally wouldn't have taken this. This did end up working. And there were quite a few flow states. There were like 3, maybe 2 or 3. I can't remember. So, but throughout all the morning, I said this was a really good draw. So, proud of myself for my discipline to do nothing all through here. Like I didn't see anything, even though I knew this was a draw. I didn't see any possibilities. We did have this fair value gap right here. This was the 2022 fair value gap, and this held pretty well. Aggressive break of structure, right, and then retracement into the fair value gap right before 10 a.m. and then 10 a.m. happens, and then boom, explosion, right? So, but on the higher time frame, we have a 1 hour BPR with SMT and then 5-minute change of state delivery. So I do think we're going to extend up to the first standard deviation and then the second standard deviation. That's my prediction. Once again, I'm trying not to predict things, but if I had to take a stab at it, that's what I would say. Because we have this trendline liquidity here. This is like rocket fuel to extend the market up towards these. And then also, I mean, this is a giant consolidation here. So the market, so these people are going to buy back for a loss. And then this is also a void. This is a really nice void. So anyway, we're just watching the market now. Like I said, I'm probably going to do nothing now that we're just here waiting. Yeah, almost certainly going to do nothing because I already took my trade and I'm very content. But, you know, as part of my rules, I am trying to stick on the charts until 11:10 every day just to get that chart time in, just to get that practice in. And if I don't catch anything, or I mean, I'm not looking to catch anything. I'm just watching. So, but it's not against my rules of taking the trade, but I'm definitely going to be conservative because I already did take a trade. So yeah, discipline is everything. So anyway, this is a long rant, but you get the point. Oh yeah, this is where it just gets boring. Not much I can do about that. But we got to get the chart time in, so. And we got to practice the skill of watching and not trading. That's a huge one. So. Let's see, Jan just posted something. Or reposted something. It's a car video. Yeah, I turned off my P&L and I feel like that actually helped, or is helping me so far. Because, like, I don't know. Like I just gotta focus on making good trades. I can't even like think about the money. It's just gonna distract me. Yeah, I'm really glad I took that pre-market trade because I like it was like something you're like this feels wrong. Like I shouldn't do this. Like it just was like it felt wrong, but you knew like if you don't take that trade, that'd probably be the setup of the day, and then you'd regret it. So I took it. I mean, I the main thing is I just knew that post trade I wasn't gonna regret the trade. So if I wasn't gonna regret it, I should probably take it. I'm just trying to make the best decisions I can. I know like sometimes I'm not perfect, but I'm just trying. Dodgy actually did like the 2 minute inversion. Dodgy actually did like this. Or was it a 3 minute? I think he took this on the 3 minute. Yeah, because you have to take it on the 3 minute because it's a 3 minute external gap. So this 2 minute. What time is this inverse? 9:44. You'd have to take this on the 3 minute. Yeah, I guess this is nice, but I don't think it's my style. I don't regret not taking it personally. Just not my style because it's just not obvious we're gonna run liquidity to me. No offense to Dodgy, but I probably would not take this. It's just not my style of trade. I prefer trades where it's obvious you're gonna run liquidity. So yeah, I don't regret not taking that. Now, it's cool to know that that was an opportunity, but yeah. Now maybe in the future, like as I gain more confidence with those ones, then maybe I'll take them. But this is the boring part. Yeah, price action definitely consolidating now. Nothing going on now. Not you do not touch this. You do not touch this price action. This is not tradable price action right now. You don't touch it. Discipline. so boring. What am I supposed to do though? It's just I'm supposed to stay here until 9:10. Let's make a red line because then we know when we're off, right? I'm off at 9:10. So we just watch and watch. Let's actually, I'm gonna just make an executive decision. Let's close the account today, and let's 100% no more trades now. And then let's open up the demo account. If we do get another trade, it'll be on demo. All right. Yeah. Executive decision being made. If we do get another trade, it'll be on demo. Yeah. So here we go. Discipline. So yeah, now that we ran this, it's just chilling out. So we have to change the delivery there. Alright, so if we get something, we'll take it on demo. But yeah, like I said, no more real trades because discipline. So like, if we did get a 30-second inversion, I'd like this. Okay, what's... Okay, we gotta wait for the 1 minute. Okay, targeting 1-to-1. demo. If we get it. I'll just target 1-1.
Order rejected.
What?
Order rejected. Order rejected.
It's not even letting me. I wouldn't take this on my real account. So this is not actually a valid demo play because I probably wouldn't take this on my real account. Why is it rejecting my order? It's just annoying. Like, I'm just trying to trade this exactly like I would trade my real account, and it's being a pain. So, okay. Anyway, yeah, I wouldn't take this trade on my real account. This isn't like, honestly, I would not take this on my real account. So I should not have tried to take that on demo. I should not have. I wouldn't have taken that on my real account. So it's just price action is just bad right now. Like, I would not take this on my real account, so I should not have even tried to take that on demo, honestly. Whatever. Yeah, like, this is terrible price action, so I shouldn't have even tried to take that on demo, dude. Whatever. Yeah, that's not a good trade. That's not a good trade at all. Good thing no one's watching me right now. Unless someone is, then hi. You saw nothing. I mean, it's just not obvious, like... That's not a trade I would take on my real account. Seems like it's almost like it's still consolidating right now, so. Alright, this is where it just gets boring and I'm gonna step away for a bit. Yep, this is terrible. This is actually terrible. Price action. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is where you just do nothing. Wow. So tomorrow is FOMC minutes, and I'm trying to figure out, like, what's the right move for that? Because FOMC minutes is in the afternoon, but I can't remember if like you trade the morning or if you don't and you trade the afternoon. And so I'm trying to figure that out. I'm not sure. I'll have to think about it. I don't know. But it definitely seems like accumulation right now. I mean, yeah, price action is not it, dude. Maybe we'll get something for the 11 a.m. macro, but I don't know. YM is equal lows. Yeah, what is this, dude? Yeah, I'm just waiting for my phone to charge so I can listen to music, because, like, dude, this is not it. I can't believe 13 people were watching me on Saturday. That was crazy. That was actually crazy. I don't know why, but it was cool. Super cool. Now we just wait. Do nothing. For our red line to get hit. Come on, then we're done and I can go work for my dad. Like, literally, this is how you know, like, I'm trying to think of the word, like, I'm trading differently now because I don't even want to be on the charts. I'm just here because I have to be. I don't even want to be on the charts anymore. I'm just here because I literally have to sit here till 11:10 because that's my rule. I don't even want to be here. Like, this is so boring. But I'm just trying to show up every day and put myself through, because by sitting through price action like this, I'm gonna know and like, it's gonna be intuition, like, this is bad price action. I'm not ever gonna take a trade in this, right? It's gonna become intuitive for me because it's just so obvious this is bad price action, right? That's why I force myself to sit through this, because I'm gonna know that this is terrible price action and I'm never gonna let myself trade this. So, but it makes sense because we hit that draw on liquidity, which was a really nice draw on liquidity. So, did we get SMT? No, it's not SMT. Never mind. Yeah, I think we're gonna come down, push down into this here, and then accumulation, manipulation, possibly distribution. So we'll see. Or maybe we'll just go straight up. You know, it's always possible too. So what I might do tomorrow, since I'm not sure, is I might just show up for the morning and watch, and if there's something good, then I'll take it. If not, then I'll show up again in the afternoon. But that's just kind of like my basic outline right now, because I don't really know what to do for FOMC minutes. Maybe I'll watch both, but I'll only take a trade in one, and so even if I watch one and I take a trade in the morning session, whatever the outcome, I'll still watch FOMC minutes just to get an idea of what FOMC minutes are like. I might do that. Actually, that's probably what I'll do now that I think about it. Just to get experience, like, what FOMC minutes is like. because I don't even know what happens in the morning versus afternoon. So that's why I gotta actually sit on the charts for it so I can get to know the difference. So yeah, this is inversing. Like, this is probably gonna work, but I would never take this because it's a consolidation. But I guarantee this is probably gonna run liquidity, but I would never take this, right? Just I'd never do it. Yeah, see, this is why I would never take this, because it's just not obvious. But yeah, we're probably gonna go run those lows at least. But like I said, I would never, ever, 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 ever take this. It's just not obvious at all. I mean, you don't trade price action like this. You just don't. Alright, we got 20 more minutes, and then we're done. Just watching and waiting. Real quick, I'm gonna make sure that I'm just gonna do it on my phone real quick. I'm gonna double check the positions are closed. Obviously, it should be. Phone's dead still. Okay. Most consolidation looking consolidation ever. Bro, this is so boring. But what are you supposed to do, you know? What are you supposed to do? My phone is still dead. Yeah. If you take a trade in this, you might actually be a donut. Was there anything down here? Like, was there anything at all in here? Like, I get there was a 3-minute inversion here, but, like, this is not one I would take. This is one Dodgy would take where I wouldn't take. And it's just, like, since I don't, like, regret not taking it, because it's just not obvious to me. This seems like, I get this is, like, a liquidity void, but still, like, I don't know. I guess it's nice. I don't know. It's in my mental repertoire now, like, for the future. This is a good trade according to Dodgy, so I probably shouldn't mind not taking it. Just because this is all, right here, this is all void. This is all void. But once again, it's like, if in the moment it didn't click to me, I'm not going to take a trade that doesn't click to me in the moment. But now that I know, in the future, maybe I'll take this, right? Because this is all void right here. So this is a void, and so this is all giant consolidation. So if we inverse this, we're probably going to go run up to go target the consolidation. That's exactly what happens. So yeah, in the future, if we get something like this, I'll take it. And I'll probably just take profit here. But like I said, like, do I regret not taking it this time? No, because it didn't click to me this time. It's not something I would normally take. But now that I know that this is something good, Dodgy approves it. I mean, it makes sense. This is all void. This is all consolidation. We're gonna go target that consolidation, right? Since this is all void, we inverse this. We're gonna go target that consolidation, and you can see this consolidation is exactly where we went. You could target. I'd probably partial, and then boom. Yeah, take 3 partials. But yeah, that would have been nice. I will talk about that in the market recap because this is nice because this is a giant void, and this is all consolidation. So you can take this inversion and understand like this isn't like a fair value gap. This is more of a void, and you can go target this. So, good lesson learned today about this, because I would not have taken this before today, but now after today, I probably would take it, because delivering from 1 hour BPR, external sweep, SMT, inversion, void, targeting the consolidation. So after today, now that I've seen this, I'd probably take this. No, I would take this. I'm not going to say for sure I would. I'm still going to get more screen time with these kinds of trades, but I like this. I like this. Now, I definitely like it. Dude, Dodgy can't say if you didn't take this, you're a donut to every trade, because it loses its meaning. It really does lose its meaning. Like, if he says, if you didn't take this, you're a donut to every single trade, it just loses its meaning. Right, now we're starting to come down. Popping down into the change of state of delivery here. Now we are getting the 11 o'clock macro, so maybe we'll get something on demo. We'll see. I guess I can't do 100. I guess I have to do 108. I guess that's the max I can do. That's fine. What I'm talking about is, hey, what's up, Etsy? No one's been watching me for a while, so I've just been kind of going off on tangents, but now someone's here, so what's up? I did take a trade today, and it was not this. I'm pretty proud of it. We swept out this low, got this inversion, and this is just one of those trades where I'm really against trading before market open, but this is just one of those trades where I knew if I didn't take it, I'd be upset. I genuinely, I know it's like really advised in my rules not to trade pre-market, but this is just one of those trades where I'm like, I know this is probably gonna, like, this is like pretty high probability, like 80-90%. Like, I know, like I like this trade, so this is, since I knew I wasn't gonna regret it, I'm okay with not taking it. And actually, we might, let's watch the market right now, because we could end up getting something right now, so we'll just keep an eye on it. But like I said, like, I knew I wouldn't mind this. I went break even here. Now, there was a trade Dodgy took that, in hindsight, now I like. In the moment, I didn't think it was a good trade, but now I do. And that's something that I learned today, is this other trade that Dodgy took. So I'll show you the trade that Dodgy took and why I initially didn't like it, but why it was actually good. So this was the trade Dodgy took. It was this 3-minute inversion. You can't take this on the 2-minute because there's a 3-minute external gap. So you have to wait for the 3-minute to inverse. But then once the 3-minute does inverse, this is all void here, right? This is all just a giant void. And all of this is like basically LRLR consolidation. And so this actually is a good trade. And initially I didn't think it was because it wasn't obvious to me that we were going to go like run all these highs. But with the understanding of just imagine this price action's not here, right? And all you see is this inversion. It becomes a lot more obvious that we're going to go run to this high. And then boom, that's a 1.8 to 1. So in the future, I would definitely consider taking this trade. Today, do I regret not taking it? No. Right. So, yeah, I'm taking IPGs, yeah. I'm only taking IPGs right now. I don't know if you thought I was trading something different or not, but yeah, I'm only trading IPGs right now. But yeah, that would actually have been good. And so I will talk about both of these in my market recap, but definitely two good trades in my book. This one I didn't realize until after, but now that I've seen it, it's in my repertoire for the future, right? Now that I've seen this trade, I can know, okay, this is all void. We should go run up to these highs, and that's exactly what happened. So now I know. And plus we had SMT. We swept out this low, so delivering from a BPR. This is pretty good. All right, this is interesting. I don't love price action. I would not take this on my real account. It's just not good price action. But I'm taking a mental note, like if we inverse this, maybe we'll go up to these highs. Just not like, personally I probably wouldn't take it just because price action's like jittery. It just does not seem obvious to me. But yeah, we don't even inverse it, so yeah. Just watching. So we could still inverse this. This is the 11 a.m. macro, so, you know, it'd be reasonable to go run these highs, but not necessarily convinced either that we have to. Yeah, see, this isn't light bulb price action, so I'm not even going to take this on demo because I really don't want to take trades that I wouldn't take it for real on demo, so I'm not going to take this, but, like, I acknowledge it could work, I just don't want to take it because it's just not something I would take for real, and if I'm not taking it for real, then I shouldn't be taking it on demo, so, I mean, it's just too choppy of price action. I wouldn't I wouldn't take this. So yeah, like I said, I'm just working on that skill of if I wouldn't take this for real, I probably shouldn't take it on demo. But like I said earlier as well, once this gets to this red line, I'm done. 11:10, that's all. We're done. I'm done for the day. I can go work for my dad. All right. Yeah, that did inverse. I really don't care if this works, but I will take a mental note if it does. But I don't think it's high probability. Let's get rid of this. Actually, let's bring this back, but then just go to show like, hey, look at this. We ran this. Isn't this crazy? Like, I'm just trying to be a different kind of trader nowadays. Like, I'm trying to treat this like actually like a professional, and I know professional me, I'm not taking that. I'm not. Like, I'm not taking that as a professional. I'm not. It's just not obvious. So, consolidation. It just still looks like consolidation, honestly. Yeah, look, this is failing. See? I'm getting better. See, most of good trading is just like knowing what trades not to take, because that was not that was not good. So much of it is patience. It actually really is. All right, we're almost done. 5 more minutes, and I can get off the charts. Hopefully my phone's charged. I don't even know how FA knew what trade I took, but thanks, FA, for saying nice trade. It means a lot. Coming from the GOAT. The GOAT. Yeah. Just waiting now. I think we got 2 more minutes and then we can be done. We'll get off. Then I'll go work for my dad. Almost done. Dang, yeah, Dodgy's indicator caught the trade. That's crazy. Guys, if like I don't know, like if I wasn't already so deep into investing into this myself and I was just at the beginning stages of trading, like I mean even me now is considering it honestly, but I would definitely be like really considering getting Dodgy's indicator and then just copying all the trades. Because that means it's probably profitable, dude. It really probably is. That's the funny thing about it. Alright, 30 more seconds and then we are done. And we can get off. Wow, that whole last period of time was just a whole lot of consolidation. Alright, I will see you guys in the next one and, yeah, in the market recap, which I will make later today. So, alright, see you guys. Bye.